Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Children of the Trenches podcast with your hosts, Anthony Finhess Hess
and Jaivion, and Professor Cardinal.
And today, as you can see, we doing things a little bit different. We got couple of people with us. Just off the rip, we got Ashton H2O Sylve, we got Deenthegreat, we got Fousey, we got Sincere. We pretty much have been in camp getting ready for the fights coming up this month in August. And we kind of want to just invite everybody down to the show, talk about the upcoming fights, talk about the camp, talking about pretty much just, you know, everything that's been going on in the gym. And just kind of give y'all an experience on, you know, the type of stuff that we, you know, talk about when we hanging out, or just kind of conversations that we going through, you know? So, I guess I wanted to start by asking Dean. I was honestly curious about your expectations coming to the gym. You feel me? Like, I was wondering, from Miami moving out here, was you kind of expecting it to be kind of easy? Is it a little harder than what you expected? Or like, what has been this camp for you, in your opinion?
First off, Tampa, not Miami.
My bad, Tampa.
No, I've never had a camp. I've never had like official coaches and shit. When I was fighting amateurs, I had like a coach, whatever was on and off, whatever. But I've never had like an official like camp / gym. And I've never seen, like, on top of me going to all different types of gyms, because I've been gym hopping and going to different gyms. Coaches saying, "Oh, train with me, oh, train with me." The first time I came with Fousey, I seen how like family oriented everybody was and shit. You know what I'm saying? How everybody like. Seeing like y'all grew up together and like all the coaches put time into y'all, and like each coach do something different, or each coach is specializing in this and that. And I was like, yo, that's really dope. That's like on some, like a dream team type shit, you know what I'm saying? So that was like, and Ashton, on top of Ashton, I've been watching Ashton like before I started boxing. Right. So I on top of seeing Jackrabbit and shit, seeing the videos, whatever group, but yeah, no, I definitely didn't expect it to be easy. That's why I came out here, but it's definitely a lot harder than I thought that bit would have been.
I remember your first day working out with us, nigga. You was acting like your legs about to fall off.
I was done, bro.
You know, I saw a difference in Dean because, you know, we signed Dean a Happy Punch promo, and me, you know, being an outsider, I just thought, like, saw his hands and thought, like, he just had it, but didn't realize how much was missing because of the camp aspect. Because I would go to him when we were in, where'd you say you're from, Tampa, not Miami? Tampa? I would go to him and he'd be, we'd go into Punch Fitness and he'd just hit the bag there. A random coach would show up and he'd do mitts, and I thought that was that was all that he needed. But then seeing him come out here and seeing how gassed he was the first one, I was like, oh, so there's so much that he was missing out on, so I get why he wanted to get a full camp experience and how much this has done for him, because I thought he was, you know, he was Deenthegreat by nature then, but now he's like, there's merit behind that name, Deenthegreat, because he's only getting better because of the coaching he's getting here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And you found the gym through Ashton as well?
I found the gym, so yeah, basically, because I went with, am I able to say his name? Like, I didn't know Ashton, but I went to a fight with a gentleman named Nikisa, and he just invited me. He was like, hey, I'm going to see this, you know, this future prospect. Would you like to come with me? I just said, sure. Didn't know anything about Ashton. I was just like, cool, I like boxing. I'm going to go. So I went, saw the most vicious, nasty knockout I've ever seen, like, live. Like, front and center, live. Not even knowing his age yet. Like, had I known that. And I was actually telling Ashton yesterday, I wish I knew who he was prior to seeing that knockout. Because when I found out the kind of guy Ashton is, seeing that knockout would have meant so much more. But I just saw a beautiful knockout. So then, when I got my fight, and you know, I need a lot of work. I need 20 coaches. I was training with a friend of mine who's a boxer himself, but I didn't feel like I would be able to get everything I needed through that. So I ended up calling Nikisa, and all I said was, I was like, hey, I need a place to train. I need a camp. And I wasn't even thinking like, oh, this would even be a fit. He was like, let me make some calls. He ended up calling Ivan, and he said, here's the, you know, the parameters, the deal. You're good to train at Jackrabbit. So it started like that. So yeah, everything was through Ashton.
And Ashton, do you feel like a lot of things is happening fast and a lot of opportunities coming to you sooner than you expected?
Honestly, I low-key feel like it would have been around this time, for real. Like, I knew once I turned 18 and being able to fight in the States, everything would come.
Everybody's gonna blow
And
up.
that's the thing too. Like a lot of people don't realize he just graduated. You know what I mean? He already fighting on his first pay-per-view card. You know what I mean? Like you said, the first to me. So you know that's a big
About to
thing.
knock out a grown ass man
For real.
on his first pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And it's on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So know that.
Yeah.
Niggas usually on the undercard, undercard. Like when there's like 40 people there already, everybody getting popcorn and shit. This nigga's fighting before Jake, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everything.
Shit crazy.
Yeah. Now, Sincere, you got a fight coming up too, and I was pretty much wondering, like the night you got that call, you know, kind of what was going on through your mind, the flip the switch that flipped, or what is it, flip that switch, whatever. You know, what everybody says it's a switch.
The switch that flip.
Pretty much, like when you get that call, you know, you got a fight coming up. Does that unlock a certain type of aggressiveness, a certain type of animal in you, or is it pretty much, you know, like everything is normal as usual?
Pretty much everything normal as usual.
Yeah.
I get a little more pumped though.
You a little more pumped?
Yeah.
That's what's up. A little bit more excited.
Yeah, a little more excited.
That's good. Well, what date you fight?
On 19th of August.
And that's what I think is crazy too. I think it's crazy how you fight next week, and then after that week he fight, and then after that y'all finish it off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a busy ass month in August.
Busy month.
Every week it's gonna be boom, 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 back to back to back.
So
And you know, I already know what's about to happen in his fight. I already know what's about to happen in his fight. I already know what's about to happen in his fight. That's why we were working out today, and I looked at my strength. Huh?
What's gonna happen in
What's
your
gonna
fight?
happen in
No,
your fight?
exactly. I looked at my strength. I looked at Eric today, the strength and conditioning coach, and I was like, I'm not about to be the only ugly duckling who doesn't, you know, fuck up his opponent. So I plan on doing the exact same thing they plan on doing.
And honestly, I could say, Fousey, when the first day you walked in here to now, bro,
Man.
a drastic difference.
Yeah,
A drastic
for real.
difference. You feel me?
That's why I visualized a lot of shit. I already know at the press conference, because everyone's been talking about my opponent is like, oh, he's using KSI strength and conditioning coach, and it's a big deal. And oh, he got Daly, and he's one of the best in the UK, and it's a big deal. And he's doing the shit he's supposed to be doing, training, working hard.
Right.
So I'm gonna say, y'all bringing that point. I'm over here at Jackrabbit.
Exactly.
Like, y'all need to bring that point and make that a factor. Like, they need to realize that. So I'm excited to say that the night of the press conference.
Yeah, you already got it planned out. Nah, but the training is different here. And you came in kind of already in shape. You get what I'm trying to say? So I guess I got the same question that I asked Dean kind of for you. Did you kind of expect to kind of be in shape and kind of be able to hang with the workouts, or did you kind of expect to, you know?
Nah, it's completely different. Like, I came in as a runner thinking like, oh, I can run marathons now. This will be easy.
Yeah, nah.
Shit don't mean anything, nothing. So the work the way they do it here, like it's just the way everything's structured. It's like you're working hard, but it's not like it's work you want to do because it's getting you better. Like, you see the progress that's coming from it. So without even realizing it, it's like I'm noticing 4 rounds are going by now. Like, I'm fighting a 4-round fight, and it's like in the beginning I would be like you know, dying out, like get me out, or looking at the clock. Now I'm like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm ready.
Right. And I think that's a conversation that we also had off camera. It's all about, you know, that mentality. You know, he is stuck in the ring with you. You're not stuck in the ring with him. You get what I'm trying to say? And pretty much this goes from Ashton to Sincere. When do you guys think y'all developed that killer mentality, or do you feel like you already had it, like right when you started boxing?
I'll say I probably developed that. I don't know, low-key. Now I think I kind of feel like I've been had it. But it's still just more so inside the ring, or like I have to like think about. Alright, so like for example, I have to think about like when I'm in the ring, if this person's trying to kill me, like I'm trying to do the same thing. So if I don't think that way, then it's gonna be a totally different thing. Like I'm just, you know, like just work with them or anything like that. But before that, I have to kind of like build up that mentality just to, you know, go in there with that mindset.
Yeah. Sincere? Now I was saying, when do you feel like you developed that killer mentality? You feel me? You feel like it happened, you know, at a certain chapter in your life, or did you kind of happen right when you stepped in the gym? You felt like you always kind of had it.
Nah, I didn't have it already. I had it growing me. Cause I used to get whooped when I was younger, like all the time. I was getting whooped back to back. But now it's different. I don't even care. I'm not scared of nobody.
Right, everything.
What do you think? What do you think was the trigger for that? What do you think kind of clicked? It's just one day you woke up and you just had that dog in you, or it just kind of like happened over time?
I had got in a fight with somebody that was weaker than me, and he whooped my ass.
And then that kind of woke you up.
Yeah, I woke me up.
And then I asked you the same question because I seen you in there catching bodies, putting in words, and getting them out of there.
Yes, sir. You gotta ask the question again.
Oh, it's pretty much, when do you feel like you developed that killer mentality?
I kind of bounce off, but seriously, I was getting my ass whooped a lot. I don't know if you see, I posted a video on my Instagram. The first time I sparred, nigga, I was turning around and shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was throwing it, man, nigga. You can fight on the street, but boxing completely different, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get a lot of ass whoopings to really develop that. But as far as like killer instinct, I've been doing like wrestling, judo, a bunch of like sports and shit. So I kind of like had that sports mentality / individual sport mentality to, you know what I'm saying? It's me versus me, or me versus the person in front of me. You dig what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I just bounced over to boxing and took what I knew from those sports into boxing. But boxing completely different than those. Much harder. So that's a whole other argument though. But yeah, that shit took time though.
And what kind of motivated you to keep going once you know, your first sparring session, you know, it didn't go too good? What motivated you to, you know, stay in there and actually try to perfect your craft?
That's a good question, bro. Honestly, cause I say like everything that I've done, I put my all into it. You know what I'm saying? I never was a quitter. Never was a quitting ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it was really just in me, just to not quit type shit. Just keep going, see where it goes. If it don't work, then shit, it don't work. It's not meant to be. You know what I'm saying? But if it work, it work. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with going to a job interview. Either you gonna go and you get a job or you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's life. And you move on. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept going with it, and now it got me where I'm at, to where I'm at. So.
Oh no, go ahead. Go. I was gonna ask Fousey, what inspired you to get into, you know, the YouTube boxing? You know what I mean?
So,
That's a good question. I
so I had, like, you know, YouTube boxing.
Or like influencer
Yeah.
boxing.
I had a fight in 2018, 2019 or something like that, and at that time I hadn't been humbled yet. Life humbled me, but I haven't been humbled in boxing wise. So I went in there just with ego, thinking like, oh, I'm a YouTuber, I got millions of subscribers, I got muscles, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. Got the most rude awakening of my entire life. Like, I blacked out the second I walked out, my hands didn't go up once, and I got dubbed the human punching bag. And had my nose not broken, I fell in love with the training of boxing, like getting yourself right. And I only had a month of training at that time. So, but the nose doctor told me, like, you can never do it again or anything. So I was like, all right, it's done for me. But I couldn't. It didn't sit right with me that that's what I was gonna be known for, and that was my only performance. So I wanted to do it again. So when this opportunity, like, life just aligns itself. Like, this just aligned itself perfectly in my life, where the opportunity came, and to the point I texted the nose doctor and I said, yo, can I do this? He said, absolutely not, your nose can't take it. I said, all right, I'll just learn not to get hit in the nose, like some shit like that, and I'm gonna do it again. So I fell in love with the sport, and I just wanna kind of show the world, like, their perception of me does not define my reality. Like, they call me the human punch bag. I said, that's cool, but I need another go. I need, like, I don't want to be on my deathbed looking back and being like, yeah, telling my kids, like, yeah, I had a boxing match, like, I got my ass kicked, got my nose broken. Like, I want a chance to do it again.
So, I was gonna say, you know, regardless of the outcome of this next fight, we know what you're gonna do. You know, we know you're gonna go in there and dominate. Do you see yourself doing it again, doing it all over again after this next fight coming up?
You're saying regardless of the outcome,
or I'm just saying, like.
After you win.
After you win. Do you see yourself doing it over again?
the only thing stopping me from that, and I don't even want to put that negative out there, but like 100%. I already know who I would call out immediately after, even though I'm not trying to look past my opponent, because I know if like in this short amount of time this progression happened, then give me more amount of time, more progression will happen. So there's definitely somebody I want to call out after that. Granted, just we good in this area here, and there's no like structural damage where it's like you can't do this again. Like if it's just about like if I come out healthy and I'm good, regardless of the outcome, yes, I do want to do it again.
Do you ever go back and look at your first fight and kind of look at current sparring videos?
It took me about a year after that fight to ever watch it, because it was that cringy. I can't watch it to this day because it's so cringy.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until, so I watched it, once I finally started watching it, I watched it many times, and I would always like, obviously I could give myself a list of shit I did bad. There's nothing I did good, but I finally found that one thing I did good. I didn't quit.
Right.
I didn't fall. Like, I was a human punching bag. I let this dude hit me repeatedly with straight, like he had to show no work. All he had to do was throw, and he landed. I didn't move, I didn't do nothing, but I still didn't quit. I never took a knee. I never asked coach to throw the towel in. I kept going for 4 rounds. There was a crackhead ass ref that we had who I think they hired off the streets. The fight should have been stopped in round 1. They didn't. Like the nose was broken in round 1, and I kept going. So I took that. So I was like, my heart, like I saw my heart in that fight, and I was like, all right, now let's put just skill and technique behind that heart. You'll be good. So that's where I'm at now.
That's one of the main things in this sport that you can't teach. You can't teach heart. You know what I mean? You can always teach fundamental skill. You can't teach heart. You know, and to have that, you know, that's a good asset.
And it's because like I'm not trying to do this, but like seeing myself as like, oh, I'm doing this YouTube boxer, so now I'm a boxer. Like, no, I know that there's levels to this shit. So I'm looking at the person in front of me. It's like he's in the same thing. Like he's in the same league as me. It's not like I'm going in there. Like I had the honor of being in the ring with Ashton the other day when we were doing that work. His stare that he gave me, like I didn't realize he didn't throw a single punch the whole time. But the whole time I thought he was, because I'm on my back foot, because his stare that he gave me made me feel like he was throwing stuff. So there's levels to this shit, you know? So I'm in, you know, I know where I'm at, I know where the opponent's at, and I wanna progress there.
And I think that's what's the best thing for you is because you're in there with actual professional fighters. You're in there with people that is at another level, and we're willing to, you know, work with you for you to get better. You know what I'm trying to say? I know a lot of other gyms, they will, you know, throw certain people in the ring and just, you know, have at it and do this, do that. They're not really actually teaching anything. So I do feel like for your situation, your scenario, you did pick the best gym. And I'm not just saying that out of being biased. You feel me? I really feel like, you know,
100%.
we all want to help each other learn, and we all want to help each other, you feel me, work, for sure. So, yeah, everything's been good. Everything's been good. So, yeah. That nigga sincere.
Why you look like that?
Nah, sincere, your last fight was a knockout. Second round? Third round. Pretty much. How did that feel for you? Getting that third round knockout. Was that the first time your mom saw you? Fight?
She didn't even watch that fight.
Nah.
She was at the one before that.
Oh, okay. But how did that feel? Well, let's talk about that. How did it feel? You know, performing in front of your mom, performing in front of your family for the first time.
It felt good.
You felt good?
Yeah, it felt good. I kept looking at her after every turn around. I look at her. I just see her screaming and shit.
Everything. And I think it's crazy how like those be the voices that I hear the most. Kind of like, you know, your moms, of course your coaches and stuff, but like the moms and everything, your family, I be hearing their voices kind of over everybody else. And did that kind of mess with you mentally? Not mess with you mentally, but like did that kind of make you any nervous or anything that your family was going to do? That was the first time they seen you fight. They saw just a little bit. I got you. Yup.
This for Ashton is sincere. So as we know, Ashton's last fight in May, you know, it was your homecoming fight. Kind of explain that experience, you know, for both of you guys. Obviously, you guys are both, you know, Long Beach born and raised, and you know, it kind of was like a surreal moment. You know what I mean? For me, just watching it, you know what I mean? Watching you guys come up from, you know, 8-year-olds, starting out, you know what I mean, to now, you know, you main event and Sincere, you know, a big name on the undercard, you know. Kind of explain that experience.
It could have, honestly feel like it could have been a lot better. Like I feel like it was like a lot of obstacles through like the whole thing.
The event itself?
Yeah, but like once I was in the ring and everything, like that's a real experience I felt like just to walk out, everybody come to like the little back room. Well, I feel like that for like almost every fight when people come to the back room, you know, say, you know, good luck, you know, just everybody like the support system around it. So like when I got inside the ring and like walking up to the like, you know, the ring walk, like I just kind of felt like, you know, I just saw so many familiar faces and stuff like that, which kind of like I brought a lot of like motivation, honestly, to you know, continue to do more things like that, especially like in Long Beach. So I mean, it was something I kind of dreamed of since I was like 15, just like to do. So I mean, it was even more surreal because I kind of already like talked about it like once I'm like 18.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly wanted to be my first fight, like first U.S. debut fight, but it was my second. But still, like, you know, just having it Long Beach.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You like when everybody goes backstage and all that like commotion that happens before a fight, or do you like to be by yourself in a zone, like, or did you like that, like?
No, yeah, I like when you know people come around and stuff. Like it's another
yeah?
like, normal day for real.
Oh, wow.
It honestly is.
What about you? You like that?
Let me find out in August. I don't know yet.
You had a fight, you know what I mean?
Oh, I don't consider that's gone.
Yeah. What about you, Sincere? How would you feel fighting in Long Beach for the first time? Good.
Yeah, he ain't really feeling it. Yeah.
No, I thought that was major. I thought that was real major.
For sure.
I know when I first got there, I was looking around, looking at everything, and obviously, like you said, seeing the familiar faces and shit, I was thinking like, man, I should have fought. Nah, but that was real major.
I got a question for Dean.
What's up?
So, why you So Zia laughs at anything I say. I'm like, is he laughing at me? What's going on? So you've been training here, and you know you've been going with the pros and going to different gyms, sparring, doing all this stuff. So, like, if I look at like me in the ranks of like the YouTube boxers here, like I put you like, you know, you're a YouTuber, but I see your skill and your talent, and your potential like here. And you said you had an amateur background. Where do you have a vision of wanting to go pro, wanting to take it serious, wanting to like do it for, you know, for real, or do you not? And if not, why not?
That's a good question.
That's a good answer.
Like 5 questions in one. Well,
you know the question I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to ask.
I didn't have a vision of. First off, I wanted to be an NFL player. My size. I mean, we already know that's out the gate. You know what I'm saying? That was my goal, to be an NFL player, playing the NFL. That didn't work. I always used to hate on YouTubers. Oh, that shit's lame as fuck. Oh, they go, well, who the fuck? Oh, brought you like that. I used to make fun of YouTubers all the time. But look at me, I'm a fucking hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I kind of more so, I won't say like go with the flow, but whatever God has in store for me, you know what I'm saying? Obviously it's working, you know what I'm saying? So once I whoop up on all these YouTubers and this pro route is where I'm supposed to go, that shit, I'm gonna take it, you know what I'm saying?
That's God calling right now. Go the pro route. Go the pro route.
And I think what stood out the most, in my opinion, is kind of how you said, like, you never saw yourself doing it. You feel me, YouTube? And it's kind of like,
definitely didn't.
Exactly like you said, we don't really know. Like, I never thought we was all gonna be sitting here, you know, on a podcast having especially our podcast, you know, having a conversation. You know, you never know kind of the route that, you know, God intended for you. And yeah, man, all you really can do is kind of go with the flow and just, you know, whatever He allows, just kind of, you know, be grateful for it and everything like that.
Yeah, that's fact. Yeah, I definitely would have never thought I would have been on some YouTube shit.
Now, while we are on that subject of going to other gyms and stuff, how has been like the sparring been for you? Do you feel like the sparring and all the work you've been getting? Do you feel like that it's different from the work you was getting out in Temple?
Yeah, different. Yeah, it's sparring. I ain't gonna say every time you sparring, but I ain't never sparred so many times in a row. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I've been the type of nigga like you try to tell them. I mean, like let's say you say, oh, My hand hurt. Yeah, I think.
Here's the other hand.
You tough, right? So hey, you know, it is what it is. It makes you man up, especially being here. You know what I'm saying? You got no choice but to man up and deal with your shit. But yeah, in Tampa, this is completely different. You know what I'm saying? Like in Tampa, I was comfortable. I was gym to gym. I was training that crunch every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, actually, really. So being out here with these great coaches and shit, bro, it's different, especially training with these pros and these high-level amateurs. So keep me on my P's and Q's for real.
I think that's better when you're somewhere, it's not even boxing related, you feel me? It could just be life in general, but when you're somewhere with people that's gonna actually challenge you,
right?
You know, somebody, I'm not gonna say you don't want to be the top guy, but like if you're just kind of outclassing everybody, it might be time for you to switch it.
Right, which I was. Yeah, was whooping up on everybody out there. Cops, niggas, 3 niggas, 4 niggas, 2 niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it was time. It was time for a change. You know what I'm saying? Definitely out here is different. So
make stuff up. 5 niggas, come on.
How did you even get into that? Like, what
just
started?
Fighting a bunch of niggas?
Yeah.
Actually, it was originally a joke. Like I was doing street shit, whatever, fighting street box or kickbox or whatever. Then boom, it was a nigga commented. He was like, "You should do a 2v1 this season." Like just like joking. So I hit two of my homies like, "Yo, you wanna do a video? What is it?" They ain't know what it was. I hit them both of them. Did the video. Boom, let's do it. That shit ended up blowing up. Had like 500K. Boom. So I was like, shit. Some nigga commented on the YouTube video, was like, I bet you won't do 3 though. Joking, right? Called up 3 niggas. But this time I told him what it was. I was like, yo, we down, da da da. I make sure I got 3 athletes too, right? Boom. So I had track and field, star athlete, like state champion. I had some nigga that did taekwondo, and then I had one of my boys that was my boys in Miami. That was, he lived in Miami. Boom, went to high school. Boom, did that video, da da da. And that shit shot up, going on like Sports Center, ESPN and shit, da da da. So that video went crazy. So then, really like a lot of shit was like, niggas is like saying, oh, I bet you won't, or do this, that, and then a lot of times like shit would just pop up. Like one time I was at the beach, how that came about, was throwing random shit at random people at the beach. I was thinking while I was at the beach one day, and I had my gloves, I always bring my gloves on deck everywhere. So I had my gloves on deck, and I was like, what if I just threw gloves at niggas at the beach? And I was like, fuck it. So I told my nigga I was with, he was already my cameraman, like, yo, record this. Just started doing it, and that shit blew up. So then everything I started doing started becoming a trend, because it was different. Niggas ain't doing that, you know what I'm saying? Especially on YouTube. Like, nigga, if you want to watch a sanctioned fight, go watch a Floyd fight. Nigga, go to Ashton fight. Right. You know what I'm saying? Go watch this fight. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it's different. That's why, you know what I'm saying? And then that got me to this KSI shit in the ring. Like the video looks easy, but I had to ask like 60 people for like 5 to say yeah. Yeah, most niggas was like, nah, I asked big niggas, tall niggas, old people.
You said we had to learn to someone that.
Oh, that knew how to fight?
Yeah, like hold on, like ask a random nigga, like once y'all start getting down, like, he kind of.
There was one dude that looked like he had a little bit of training, but that ain't make no difference.
Yeah.
That ain't make no difference. He still got that LP stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
I have a question for all the fighters in the gym, like so outside of me and Dean. Have y'all ever, cause like y'all got like a brotherhood and a bond like since y'all were kids and outside of the gym. Have y'all ever got into it during a spar or like in the ring with each other? I'm
gonna say this story, alright? The first thing Jaivion said to me, like the first, cause we all started on the same day. So like I think Sincere came a little after. But like Jaivion and Ashton and my first day was the same exact day. So we walked in the gym at the same time.
As kids?
As kids, yeah.
Yeah.
So the first thing he said to me, I think he looked at me up and down, and nigga pretty much was like, I'm gonna beat your ass pretty much. Like,
this is cap.
Bro, this is not. I swear, bro. I remember, cause ever since that day in my head, I was like, yeah, I'm on his ass. No matter what, like I'm on his ass. But nah, like never actually in the ring. Nah. I don't think we ever. At least me personally, sparring with them. I ever like got kind of heated or got mad, just because at the end of the day I know it's gonna make me better. You feel me? Sincere, he real long. Me trying to get on the inside, you know, getting touched up. I know it's. I know it's gonna make me better. You feel me? Ashton gonna make me think. You get what I'm trying to say? So at the end of the day,
Everybody click on that.
nah. So you gotta cut
See,
that
he
one.
extra long. He touched me up on the Instagram.
But yeah, you know, we've all been there with each other, you know, at some point in time, and you know, it just we understand, you know, the ultimate goal, and that's to make each other better. You know what I mean? You know, yeah, it does get competitive, but you know, we always gonna have that level of respect for each other, not take it there. Now, if it was somebody else coming from another gym, yeah, it's no boundaries, you know what I mean? But you know, these like my brothers, you feel me? So it's like we kind of, you know, we just make each other better. We iron sharpen iron.
I think he meant more so like y'all ever got into it while y'all was sparring type shit, and you know how shit get personal, whatever y'all in wrestling or slamming
So when people come from other gyms, y'all feel the need, like, is it like time to defend the gym, like no matter what happens, like?
In a sense, I feel like yeah, because it's like you're not about to walk up in here and get an Instagram clip with these walls in the background. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I mean, nowadays that's really what a lot of people are about. They want to go, they want to record and make clips for Instagram, and it's not even just about Instagram alone. It's just about kind of how you said, just overall. You're not about to just come in this gym and think you're about to just, you know, work on some.
Do y'all feel like you do have a target on your back, though, being Jackrabbit, you know, Ashton's home gym, everything? Like, people come here for that reason. Like, all right, let me show y'all. Like, you feel like people come here to try to prove something? Yeah.
I can see that. Honestly, I never thought about it like that. But yeah, I can see that. I can see, you know, people want to come and just to prove a point. Yeah. You know.
I mean, I seen it since I've been here. Like that dude who was sparring you, and then I'm not gonna say what he did, but he did some foul shit, and it's like, I feel like that's why I feel like you guys just have a target, because you guys are on such a high pedestal of like where you're at and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I
get worse,
agree.
especially after he fight and after we fight. Jackrabbit really gonna be after he fight.
Yeah, Auburn's about to be a crazy month for sure. Always gonna be a crazy month.
Hope he get crazy.
Sincerely look forward to that.
But seriously, I feel like out of everybody, he kind of get to it the most with sparring partners and shit like that. You know, fighting niggas for real. Why you think that is? Sincere, you just feel like what?
I don't know.
Niggas just see you and start starting shit up.
Menace.
Right? No, I feel it.
You got something to say?
What's your next fight?
Wow. It's on me, huh? Nah. I mean, honestly, whatever God allows. Nah.
What would you
Well,
think you
I would like to fight again this year. I like to fight again this year. And this is a conversation, you know, that I had with Ivy. I think me and Fousey had this conversation before. Just being 100% transparent. You know, my problem always been, you know, the coming up and down the weight. You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel like I lose weight for the fight. I lose weight for the fight, and then I'll just shoot right back up. You feel me? And I need to lose weight for myself. I need to lose weight and kind of make it like my lifestyle. You feel me? So I stay down, and then I can fight much more active.
How much you at right now?
See, that's the goddamn.
Okay, well, what you fight at?
So my last fight was at 22, but Ivan want me to go to 18.
Oh.
Yeah, he want me at 118, and like I can't. So honestly, like right now, I'm like in the 40s. You feel me? It's kind of gonna be drastic for me
That
to
ain't
go
bad.
to
Niggas
40
some
to 18.
niggas walk around 190, 180, like Rolly. That he your size, our size, like height wise.
Yeah.
And he be walking around like 190,
sure?
180.
I thought Rolly was kind of taller. No shit.
I thought he was taller
They
too.
the same height.
They about the same.
No, I got something to say. And this goes to you three, you and you. So you know, me being an outsider, because y'all have been here your whole lives.
Right.
and y'all are like in it. So me, I got that outside perspective. So sometimes when you're on the outside, you see things that you don't see when you're in the inside the whole time. And I really, 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 really value and respect y'all's skill. Like I put y'all on a pedestal, like every single one of y'all. Like even like when I was watching, I can't say what happened in Spartan, but let's say your exchange with someone the other day, it's like it was some of the most beautiful work I've ever seen. So what I want to say is, and this is just coming in, you know, out of love and support, because like I see y'all as family now. Now that, you know, like the doors like are open, Ashton's about to be like in, you know, MSG, like pay-per-view, like the next level. It's kind of like, oh, one of us got put on. All right, bet the door's open now. We can all get put on. Right. So it's like he went in. So now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn. Because now it's like the eyes are on Jackrabbit. The eyes are here. Like they're gonna be like they're gonna come. Who else you got? Like so. If anything, I think it's time to like take that shit up to the next level. If you need to lose that weight, lose that fucking weight. You know, God. You said when God allows it. But God will allow it when he sees that you want it and you ready for it. So it's like, there's this thing that I told Dean the other day. There was this guy who prayed to God for his whole life to win the lottery. He was like, I want to win the lottery, I want to win the lottery. He prayed for 32 years. So finally an angel went to God and said, hey God, like he's been asking to win the lottery. Why don't we just give it to him? God said, I've been waiting for him to buy a ticket for how many years now? Because he never did what he needed to do to get God to give him that blessing. So I think now that the door is open, it's y'all's time to like, all right, bet one of us is on, boom, I'm on. And I think it's time to like just take that shit to the next level because it's go time for everybody. It's like, and I truly like y'all skills on a different level. So I think everyone has the capacity to take it there. Truly.
I 100% agree. And I always kind of had the mindset. I don't think like I ever expressed this out loud, but I heard a saying, and the saying pretty much was like, every king will be crowned. Like one day, every king will be crowned.
Everybody got to wait their turn. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. And I kind of felt that spoke volumes to our situation here at the gym because we have so much talent. You know what I'm trying to say? Ashton knocking the door down. He's bringing the spotlight, and then after Ashton. Bring the spotlight here, you know, Jaivion might be up, and then, you know, his time, he's, you know, doing his thing is sincere than me, just because we have so much talent at this gym, you feel me? I feel like it's going to be a point in time where it's like, we all doing our thing, and we are just kind of, you feel me, just at the top of the world. And, no, that's really how I feel about, you know, us, and it's just crazy just because how we said, you know, we all came and we all started around the same time, so, that Jackrabbit Documentary gonna be crazy whenever it drops. Nah, for sure. But yeah, man. Nah, I feel you. I'm gonna drop the weight just because Fousey told me to. Keep stabbing it.
They say that.
Hey, flip that. Yeah, flip that for sure.
Words are powerful. You put it out in the universe. There it is.
Facts. Facts. And Jaivion, you gotta when your next fight, motherfucker.
I'll be right back.
Just waiting on my call. But not yet. So you know, we waiting to see what opportunity presents itself. You know, we still in the gym. We still working. We still you know, maintaining, you know, that momentum from our last fight. That's the main thing. Just trying to keep that momentum going. And like when my name do get called, you know, we're gonna perform. So.
Now, as you know, we try to be as transparent as possible on this podcast. You know. I want to kind of ask you about like keeping motivation and you trying to just tell people how you kept motivation through because we had 2 fight dates for you that kind of fell out, you know? And I just kind of wanted you to describe that experience and kind of just describe on, you know, what was pushing you to kind of, like how you said, stay in the gym every day, keep going and just wait till the next phone call. That's
different, bro.
That's different. You know, you had two full camps, you dropped the weight, you did everything you were supposed to do, but just the fight didn't pan out. You know what I'm saying?
I think what kept me going the most was everybody around me. You know what I mean? You know, my last fight that was scheduled was May 21st on the same card as Ashton Sylve. And I just thought of it being selfish of me to be mad about, you know, that situation when they're making history. They're doing what we, you know, talked about since we was kids, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like I had to take myself out of, you know, that selfish mode and kind of look at it as a bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I may not be performing, but the whole team is performing. You know what I mean? And you know, it was once I thought about it like that, it just became easy. You know what I mean? And then, you know, the gym is pretty much, you know, our lives. You know, we here damn near all day, every day. You know, so it kind of, you know, we just throw that in the rear and keep moving forward. Look forward to what's next. That was the main thing, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And I kind of wanted to ask everybody this question. Like,
Well, a big thing off of that, like for example, my bad. I'm gonna talk. I'm just gonna say this real quick. For example, for Dean. So when we signed Dean, and I had been begging him to stop doing the street fights on the concrete, he kept saying him and his team kept saying when you get us a fight. So we had a full-on contract with a major distributor, me, my promotional company, and the distributor, and they kept stringing us along. And then it ended up to the point where we had to break the contract, leave, and everything. So in Dean's eyes, that could have been like, y'all let me down, y'all didn't give me the fight, fuck y'all, I'm dipping. But he waited because God had bigger plans, because that, if he had gotten that, it was nowhere near. He's about to be on the zone on KSI's undercard. Like, that door didn't open, but because he stayed ready, so you don't gotta get ready. He stayed ready. He would, and he stayed like believing that it would come. The big ass door opened. So when something like that happens, as long as you don't lose the faith, there's a reason behind it. And something bigger is coming.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Hella frustrating though, but stay 10 toes down.
Nah, but I was wondering, like, out of all the venues, which venue would y'all like to fight at the most? I'll start it off. I wanted to fight at the Staples Center or Crypto Arena now, but just because I used to work there. I used to work at the Staples Center, so I worked the Danny Garcia Robert Guerrero fight.
Word.
I worked that fight. So while I was working at the Staples Center and everything like that, I used to think like, man, one day I'm gonna fight her, one day, you feel what I'm trying to say? And it kind of, cause I know some people that, you know, they still there.
Yeah.
Kind of be like, yeah. What about you, Al?
I kind of already fought where I wanted to fight.
MSG?
Nah,
Oh, Long Beach.
Yeah,
Long Beach?
pretty much, yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know to be honest with you. I ain't never really been like
Hard Rock.
Ashton, the comedian in there.
I don't know, mine, like I said, I used to want to be in the NFL, dude, so like, I ain't never been like, I want to fight at MSG one day, nigga. I used to just watch boxing every now and then, you know what I'm saying, but then, you know, but I mean, I say, shit, even the O2 Arena in London, that's like the that's like MSG, what's it?
MSG of London.
MGM of London, that is the MGM of London. Is that a clothing store bit? Hey,
That's the Hard Rock of London,
yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Who's the guy anywhere you want to fight?
August 27th, O2 Arena, London.
Hell yeah.
That's it. Cause I already know I'm the villain. I'm gonna get booed and everything. Fine, let's have it. I'm coming out, I'm getting booed, and I'm taking that energy. I'm taking it in the ring.
Yeah. So say you got anywhere?
You got one.
Dream Arena, you wanna fight him?
Yeah. Oh really? As long as the check don't bounce.
Yeah.
Fucking check don't bounce.
Nah, for me, it's still Long Beach. I still want to get that opportunity to fight in Long Beach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The next time will be even crazy. Next time will be even bigger for sure. Nah, but I think that pretty much wraps it up.
So the real question I got is, who about to freestyle?
Bro, Sincere go freestyle, D go rap, and Ashley go beatbox. Nah, but this has been episode 44 of the Children of the Trenches podcast. If you found any entertainment from this episode, all that we ask is that you like, subscribe, share, and what else, Jay?
Hit that button.
Click that bell, man, get notified. And anything else y'all want to say to the people?
Hey man, y'all subscribe, man. Stop hating, nigga. The reason you ain't where you want to be because you keep hating on niggas. So smash that like button if you love your moms. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Drop a comment. Share with your grandma, your auntie, your cousin. If your sister got an auntie, got a nephew, go ahead and share with them too. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah.
And we out. Yeah. Hey, we gonna need to clip that, and we gonna make that every outro. Whatever you said, we gonna make that every outro from now on.